Good day, class. So, for today's lesson, we will discuss use of tools and equipment. At the end of this module, we can list hand tools and equipment based on job requirements, identify appropriate hand tools and equipment, classify hand tools and equipment according to functions and task requirement. But before that, we will discuss first the history of technical drawing. According to F. Igaisak, drawing is a graphic representation of a real thing, an idea or a proposed design for construction later. Until the present time, the graphic method of representation is still used to communicate informations and ideas. This method is universal and timeless in character. So, before something can be produced in drawing, it needs to be imagined by someone. Graphic representation refers to the visual representation of drawing. So, for example, you are designing a table. So, by means of graphical representation, you will draw a table or sketch a table. And after you made it, your table will become a real thing or a product that you can sell or use. Drawing is also timeless in character, means that it is applicable or relevant in every generation, or can differ but does not fade away. Drawing varies from generation to generation. That's why it is timeless in character. Through the years, several types of drawings were developed in a desire to represent objects, components, and even ideas. Drawings may be artistic or technical depending on who is using it. To the artist, drawings express aesthetic ideas, philosophic, or abstract ideas. So, drawing can represent anything. For example, in an art, a symbol is something recognizable, stands up, or represents something else. Drawing is artistic, or what we call this artistic drawing, if you are applying an images or figures or any abstract forms that represents a real or imaginary object. Artistic drawing is a way to similar to sketching and freehand drawing because you can do it even if you are only using a pencil or a pastel. On the other hand, technical drawing is a form of a graphical representation of objects that follows a set of standards. Means that we are also allowed or required to use the different drawing instruments. So, to the artist, drawings express aesthetic ideas, philosophic or other abstract ideas, out of desire and appreciation to perpetuate one's cognition of beautiful and valuable objects or relationship. Man learned to paint, to sculpture, to draw, and to utilize other means to depict their desire, convey thoughts and information. So drawing express aesthetic. For example, in art, when you are painting, you are expressing the beauty of your work of arts that is pertaining to aesthetic representation. And when you are expressing yourself in drawing, you also express your ideas and represents philosophic because you include your own interpretation, concepts, and creativity that will be related to an abstract ideas or higher order form of thinking. Drafting areas. Drafting is the process of representing an object or ideas by means of lines, having a various thickness and makeups. Drafting is an industrial art because it helps in the production of economically useful articles. Practically all modern home appliances, automobiles, buildings, radio, and television set, space satellites, rockets, etc. start on the drawing or drafting board. They are first designed and laid out on paper before being made in the factories. So when you draw an object just like a three-dimensional cube, you will start the process of drafting by means of creating a point. And then when you move a point from one place to another, you will create a line. After creating lines and connecting every corners of it, you are now applying the principles of drafting. For final instances, you can shade your drawing and erase the unnecessary lines. For you would be able to point out the principles of drafting. You'll present the final representation of an object, just like representing your own ideas, concept, and creativity. Related courses for career opportunities. The major kinds of draftings are as follows. Furniture drafting. So furniture drafting means woodworking, making woodworking drawing of the various types of furniture. We have also architectural drafting. Architectural drafting involves the creating of drawings and models used to build structures. We have also mechanical or machine drawing. It involves the creating of drawing of machinery and mechanical parts. We have also electrical and electronics drafting. It is also type of drawing that shows information about power, lighting, and communication for an architectural project. We have also topographical drafting. It involves drawing plans of maps of land and any types of geographical features. We have also airplane drafting. Airplane drafting concerns the preparation of working drawings of aircraft, including helicopters, planes, rockets, and spaceships. We have also the ship or naval drafting. Ship or naval drafting is by working on cargo ships or any type of naval transportation. We have also the structural drafting. It represents to or refers to the making of working drawings of steel buildings, bridges, towers, dams, and forts. Have also the sheet metal drafting. Is the development of surfaces of various objects made of galvanized iron, steel, aluminum, or copper sheets. Drafting jobs or occupations. The occupations which the drafting student can apply or after graduation depend on the type of drafting area he specialized in at school. He can be a mechanical or machine draftsman, furniture designer, architectural draftsman, topographical draftsman, structural draftsman, electrical draftsman, or naval draftsman. A new drafting graduate is usually first employed either as an assistant draftsman before becoming a full-fledged draftsman.